Ooh, yeah. Can you dig that? Ooh, yeah. Macho Dave, Randy Savage is back again with another episode of the Bizarcast. Ooh, yeah. You better tell Hulk Hogan and the honky tonk man that I'm still the greatest intercontinental champion of all time. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. What you see before you is an incarnation of the Macho Madness. Standing before you manifested beyond space and time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm the cream of the crop. And it just don't stop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You had to get that last one.
Oh, you had to get that last. Oh, ooh, yeah. Yeah. I thought it'd be funny if I did I dressed up like Macho Man, but I did like a Stone Cold impression.
That would be hilarious.
You sorry bastard, and that's the bottom line. Oh, hell yeah.
I feel like it's gonna take like the right type of person to get it.
Yeah, you're sorry, some bitch. Oh yeah.
Start crushing beers.
Yeah. Yeah. And Russ says Shane is being dragged off into the ethereal realm, disappearing into nothing. Can you guys hear us okay? We got the cam set up all weird and everything. Oh my man.
Hey, how'd you know it was me?
Yeah, because it says on there.
Checks out.
Checks out. My man, Simzilla, $4.99, already coming in swinging. Says, for the Macho Man, expect the unexpected in the kingdom of madness. Ooh, yeah. You better tell Hulk Hogan and the pukesters out there that the Macho Maniacs are out there looking for him to drop the atomic elbow. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
The cream extravaganza.
The extravaganza. Ooh, yeah. The Tower of Hell. Too sweet to be sour. Monkey is a monkey. The sky's a limit and the space is the place. Oh, yeah. The mental madness run wild. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, if we just let him go, he won't stop.
Dude, once I get into Macho Man mode, it's like, you can ask Shane, like, I will go for way too long as Macho Man.
Yeah. I mean, it's always entertaining. It doesn't like stop being entertaining.
Yeah. Also, we're like in my living space, so expect children to run in and out.
That's a child.
That's
appearing
a child
from the ether.
It's a child. It's a child from the ether.
Crystal, if you don't get out of here, I'm going to suck you off.
That's my dog. That everybody don't like. Nobody likes it.
She's bad at being a dog.
She's man's worst friend. That. Come on, bud. Yeah. So, Mr. Shane, what's going on, bub?
What do you mean? You act like I haven't fucking been with you all day.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Trying to do a podcast thing, but
okay. I just gotta do a podcast thing, for the internet.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. It's been a while since we've been on here.
What do we got to talk about? What are we going to talk about here? We got oh yeah, you guys. Okay, so let me tell you,
they're just enabling you at this point.
Going with the Macho Madness because it swells and gets inside. Oh yeah, as much as
it swells and get inside.
Oh yeah, inside with Macho Dave, Randy Savage comes out. The genie comes out of the bottle, and you can't put him back in. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's yeah.
Wolfshield's with us.
Wolfshield, what's up, brother? Since Shane and Dave together, shit's gonna get wild. Well, oh yeah, Macho Maniac, the Macho Mania went wild. Yeah. So yeah, it's we were actually doing. We have a little bit of a project. I'm not gonna show you guys any footage or nothing like that.
Oh, we're getting into that.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So yeah, we got a little bit of a project we got working on. You guys know Big Dave. Big Dave's always got lots of projects I'm working on. I stay. Hang on one second. Let me straighten this. So anyway, yeah, he just over there just like la, la, la. Fucking what time is it? It's like 11 p.m. or something like that. Kids, he's my middle son.
They have no concept of time.
He gets excited. He's just an excited guy. He's an excited guy. He says really weird stuff.
Like when he calls his brother a dick butt.
Yeah, he called. Yo, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm a little bit of a potty mouth. And it comes out, and the kids hear it, and then so the other night, it was no big deal. It's just a standard parent emergency. My wife takes my son to the emergency room. Right, his lip swells up, and so we go to the emergency room, and my middle son, who's he's a mama's boy, he just is, hey, but he's like, oh, I want to go with you. I was like, dude, you do not want to go to that emergency room and sit there for 6 freaking hours. Let me know in the chat, by the way, if you guys can hear me okay. All right, let me know. Let us know how we're sounding, because this is not the usual setup. I'm using a webcam, an old webcam from like 2005. So if it sounds like garbage, that's why. So anyway, I take my wife takes my oldest son to the ER. Right, his lip swells up. It was a little bit big. It was like one of the, what's that when you get the sore on your lip, and he's just like I think he was just chewing on it in his sleep, and it got like ridiculous. This is the kind of stuff kids do, right? This is just dad life. So he goes to the thing. My middle son is all riled. He's, oh, I want to go with it. He's like so freaked out. He's alone with dad. It's me and my middle and my youngest, my little girl, right? But she's gonna pop up here any minute. You guys are gonna see. She's a ham. But anyway, we met. I was like, yo, I will make the best Sunday you ever seen in your life. I will make you a Sunday, bud. If you do a good job and no crying and belly aching, Daddy will make you an awesome ice cream sundae. So I make him this ice cream sundae. I don't want to say it too loud because I'm trying to get him to not say this kind of stuff. So I keep making this sundae. It's got caramel and chocolate and all the kind of stuff that you like on a sundae. And he didn't like that there was strawberry on it. There's my daughter. So he didn't like that there was strawberry on it. So he goes, Dad, this ice cream jerks off. I was like, what are you talking about? This ice cream jerks off. You can't say that. Ice cream jerks off. He goes, I was like, don't talk like that. He goes, all right, but it's a real pain in my balls. It's a real pain in his balls. It's fucking like my son. So yeah, he's an excitable lad. That's how he is. He's pretty funny. He's super bad and up to no good and mischievous. He's the scheming one, right? My oldest son is the gentle giant. He just is what he is. And then my middle son, he's the one with all the schemes. And like, you never know. Like, when my oldest, if you hear him screaming or crying or like something's really wrong. I mean, something's wrong. My middle, you gotta see if he's trying to pull some tricks, because he does. He tries.
Yeah, but your oldest says the best stuff.
Oh yeah.
We've got like a compendium of quotes.
Yeah. What is some of them?
My mouth tastes like teeth.
Yeah,
it's my favorite.
Yeah. He goes, my mouth tastes like teeth. Yeah.
Or the time he was sitting in front of us and ripped like absolute ass and then yelled, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He just like goes, oh, Jesus Christ. And it's like, dude, come on, dude. He's a gassy boy. Yeah.
He's a gassy lad.
Yeah. Emra says, he goes, damn, God. He's to just jerk off. Okay? That's a weird thing that we say, that things jerk off.
I wonder if that's just like a thing that we say around here.
It might be.
It might just be like within our circle.
It might be. No, I've heard other people say. I've heard people say. Yo, do you guys say like? You guys do like East Coast and all that. Do you guys say like this jerks off? Like this sucks? Is that something you guys say? Because I say that. And I've heard other people say that. Not a lot. I guess I don't know. It's like fish in the water. I can't see the water. I can't tell when people are saying things jerk off. Yeah.
I can't tell when people jerk off.
Yeah. Well, it did.
Give me a sign.
Yeah. I always thought it was a little like kind of like a weird thing to me and Shane are sitting like real close to each other. So I'm like
I can smell you.
Really? Do I stink? I'm a sweaty boy.
No, it's a good smell. I like it.
Now it's weird. All right, I'm out. It's been weird. It stays weird. So, what was I saying? About jerking off.
East Coasters just say this sucks. I don't think I've heard this jerks off. Now you have.
Yeah.
Spread it.
Maybe I made it up.
Spread it like leprosy.
But it's a weird thing to say, right? To say like this sucks. Because jerking off, like, it's not good.
You know what? Your wife recently said something to me that I've adopted.
Mm-hmm.
You know how like you say they can't be bothered. Recently, she said she said they can't be fucked, and I like that.
I don't know if I've heard that. She might have made that up.
Quite the contrary, my guy. I'm so very moist.
Yeah,
at this very minute.
He complains about summertime the whole year.
I love being cold.
Yeah. I don't know what I am. I just complain.
You say what in England? That you can't be fucked?
Or that things jerk off.
We need clarification. This thing does not want to pick me up.
Nah, try to. Like,
no one wants to pick me up.
So anyway, jerking off. So jerking off, I always thought it was kind of weird to say something like jerks off, like it sucks, because jerk off is like kind of like it's not great, but it's like a compromise. You know, it's like medium. It's not the worst. It's not that good either. It's just like something that you do, and then you feel kind of
shame.
Deep
shame.
Nah, I don't know. It's shallow shame.
It's not. It's deep. It's like regret and remorse.
Yeah.
Like I think I'd feel less guilt if I killed someone.
Well, I guess when you're doing that, you're killing millions of people. You're like drowning them down your,
Well, don't make me feel worse about it.
Thanks for the update, Donovan. There, Donovan Snickle Pants.
Send us a sample. Sponsor us.
This episode brought to you by Donovan Snickle Pants Spicy Parts. Yeah. But it's like a weird thing to say. Like say like it went the other way and it was like something that was like pretty good. Like you can say something that sucks, like something pretty good. Like yo, grandma, these mashed potatoes really jerk me off. Yeah.
Damn, Granny. You done jerked me off. Last night, Granny jerked me off with some mashed potatoes.
This is a weird thing that people say. People say weird things, dude. They just say weird things. There's so many, like, I hate expressions that people like just don't think about or just say automatically. I really find them grotesque.
Do you have any examples?
Yeah. So I used to work at this job. I'm not going to tell you scumbags where, but I worked at this job, and there's this one guy there, and I'm not going to tell you his name. What was his name? I remember his face. No, that's a cool guy name.
Chet's a cool guy name?
Yeah, Chet.
You're right. It's pretty cool.
That's a cool guy. Yeah, I just don't know Chet.
I don't think I've ever known a Chet. No, I kind of wish I did.
That's him. Yeah.
Chet fucks.
Yeah, I'm Chet.
Is that what what he sounds
Yeah, he's like, yo, baby, you want to take a ride in my Firebird?
like?
Now he's like, I have a Firebird. That's like,
Hey, baby, you want to get raped in the back of my
yo,
Firebird?
I don't think they have a back.
You want to get raped in front of my Firebird?
M. Russ, $10. Thank you, Mr. M. Russ. He says, saw the Tooth Fairy short film the other day. Didn't get a chance to say how badass that was. Great story, Shane. May the Bizarcast set our culture ablaze again.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man,
this guy's a legend.
Thank you so much, Mr. Russ. Thank you for the kind words.
And of course, the film made by Lord Wolfshield here did a fantastic job.
That was cool. Yeah, I show that. I got like friends that are kind of outside of kind of like the Necromunda and some of our spaces and stuff like that. And I show them the film, and they're like, "Yo, that was pretty cool. That was a cool film." Yo, people like it. I don't know why I made them sound retarded. I'm like saying something nice about it. But that's what it is.
Did you show it to any normies?
I showed it to Chet.
Chet?
Yeah,
Well, fuck.
he was too cool.
Yeah, Chet's not going to be impressed.
Yeah,
he's the fucking best of us.
Yeah, it's like, why has he got to be so handsome all the time? It makes me so angry.
Makes me so wet.
Oh, some Chet gets me so rock.
Chet makes me fossilize.
What's cooler, Chet or Jet?
Chet.
Chet is cooler than Jet?
Yeah.
What are some other like cool names?
I don't know. I can't think of any cool names.
Fucking
Talon.
Donnie.
Donnie?
Yeah, how you doing? I'm Donnie. I'm from Vermont. I don't know why Donnie's from Vermont.
Why has he got that accent?
Because he's from Vermont. What do you want, you fucking?
I don't think that's a Vermont accent.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
You fucking asshole.
You're you fucking retarded or what? From Vermont. What do you want? Vermont, Rhode Island, all these places. Fucking asshole. Wicked queer.
Donnie jerks off.
Dying jerks off?
Donnie.
Donnie.
Donnie jerks off.
Donnie.
Sorry, I guess I should enunciate more.
Nah, Donnie fucks.
Donnie fucks.
He ain't jerking.
Hard. And long. To completion.
Yeah, this guy just brought it home here. Matthew, Chet is like Jet plus Chad.
This guy's doing the fucking Lord's work.
The
feeling was there, but I just didn't have the words. And here he is unlocking the fucking combination of the universe.
Fucking Matthew Sukomski. I'm sorry if I said that, you beautiful Polish bastard. You're like fucking Atlas. The world on your back.
You fucking Adonis.
You beautiful Adonis. So, Mr. Shane, fucking now, actually, we could have a pretty good conversation. Yeah, now that we're 20 minutes into just like goofing off.
I thought we were having one.
Yeah, well, these are the important topics about Chet and his Firebird and how he jerks off and doesn't jerk off. And,
these are these are the things that the people want to know.
Yeah, these are the words.
No one else is talking about this stuff.
That's right. They're like hard hitting issues. We're dropping red pills.
These are hard.
What is with these? We got like some of the most like creative kilty short stockings. What's up, Kilty?
Gravenor? That tops Chet.
Is that Gravenor?
Is it Gravenor or Gravenor?
Was it Gravenor?
That's like a mythic hero's name.
That sounds. I'm just like Gravenor.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you like metal stink face when you think about it.
Behold, Lord Gravenor. It means tall hunter.
That's even cooler.
Behold and observe, Lord Gravenor, the tall hunter.
You know what? I'm bringing it back. The next kid I pump out is going to be just so I can name him Gravenor.
Yeah. He was in the. Dude, I bet he killed so many dudes. I bet he had.
Oh yeah, and yeah, he killed a lot of dudes, and he fucked like all the time.
Yeah, I bet he had like a necklace with like body parts on it, not just like ears or like small, like big body,
like hearts,
like innards. He had like innards,
and he sired 1,000 sons. Grave Noir.
Grave Noir. Greetings, I am Grave Noir.
Fuck, now I want to meet this guy.
Yeah.
You know what? He probably would have killed me.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to meet him.
I don't think so.
He would like take one look at me and be like unimpressed.
Disgusted.
For shame.
He'd shame us with his gaze of disapproval.
Of course, yeah. He's probably from the dude. Everybody's ancestors came from Pennsylvania. Everybody. Who's that pulling up? Who we got? Is that Devo? Is that the Mr. Ravioli over there?
Ravioli.
Yeah.
So, what was this conversation you wanted to talk about?
Oh, let's talk about horror.
Fuck yeah. We got Halloween coming up. Let's get spooky up in this bitch.
You're a horror guy, right? You could say you're a horror guy. I mean,
I enjoy horror.
You got fucking 400 tattoos. Freaking.
What does that mean?
You got a nose ring and you got a skeleton shirt on.
So, what if I like anime?
You don't, though.
Yeah, but what if I did? We wouldn't be friends.
No.
Anime is bad. Specifically, a genre that attracts pedophiles.
It really does. It does. That's a it's a gateway to sodomy. Unless you're talking old school Dragon Ball Z. Everybody here has already heard about how anime is a gateway to sodomy theory that I have, which I think is actually a good theory.
And vice versa.
What, you mean like I've heard their theories?
No, that sodomy leads to anime. Speaking of theories, have they heard your theory?
Yeah, they've heard. That theory's retired. Been drawn.
You're going fucking soft on us.
Stay soft, bud.
Prove it.
That's my wife.
Just pud all day every day. Pushing pudding.
Pushing pudding. So what we gonna
horror.
Horror. Okay. So.
Man, there's just no attention span at all.
No, there's not. There's
So what do you want to talk about here?
I want to talk about. I'm like going off screen. Let me look back. Can you guys still hear me? Press 9 in the chat if you still hear me. Yeah. So
no one hit 9. There, we got it.
So horror. So I was actually like reading some big brain stuff today about a philosophy called like horrorism and stuff like that. I don't know if you're familiar with these types of philosophies.
No, what is it?
Horrorism, which actually I believe Nick Land talks about it. You know who Nick Land is?
Nope.
Yeah. So Nick Land is like a really smart kind of eccentric philosophy sort of guy that ties in.
Is this like a well-known guy?
He's kind of like an underground guy. He's an underground guy.
Okay.
But he's his whole theory is that pretty much he says capitalism is like the end of history. We are at the end of history. Capitalism is now like a metaphysical force. It cannot be destroyed. It's kind of like this omnipotent.
Kind of like it exists and now it must exist until it no longer exists.
Well, to him, just capitalism. I actually think he describes it as such, as like as a thought. Yeah, that we can't even do anything. We don't even know how to be anything other than capitalism anymore.
Yeah.
And even now, things that are not capitalism resemble capitalism.
So how does this tie in with?
So I'm reading horrorism. So horrorism is this idea that there's this kind of like important intersection between like reality and the rest of existence, and in this middle ground is like things that are just, I don't know. Let me come back again to explain it after I've like read it a little better. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just don't know how to. It's still fresh for me.
Right.
How these people talk about it. I can't articulate it well enough. So let me come.
So you're saying you're kind of saying that between reality and the metaphysical, there is like this common ground
of horror.
That. What is the purpose of it though? In this philosophy, is it like something that we explore for a reason?
Let me come back around after I've like read it a little more in depth.
I'm just saying because you like brought it up.
I should have brought it up because I don't know what I'm talking about yet.
All right, so
it's interesting though. So what I found kind of interesting about it is that some of the guys that are talking about it are saying it's a very, very important part of the human experience. Actually, I don't know if they said it or if I'm making this up.
Either works out.
Okay.
It's canon now.
Yeah. Well, I don't even like remember their names. So even if some of this is said by somebody else, let's say that Dave said it. I'll take all the credit.
Fuck them. We don't know them.
I hope they die, actually. I hope they die. I don't like them.
I hope they get raped in a fire.
Yeah. You are a rapey tonight.
I'm rapey every night.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking forget.
Like we go down to 12. We're like at 20. We go down to 12. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I never really like I've always been an avid enjoyer of the horror genre.
Wow.
From books to movies to soundtracks and tabletop games, but I never really stopped to consider like the philosophy behind it, I guess, which is interesting because I mean clearly there's a reason why we're drawn to these things that are like demonstrably horrible things that invoke terror and fear and madness. Like these, instinctually you would think that these would be things that we would turn away from,
but we don't.
We're drawn to it.
We love it.
It is curious.
It's like one of the most popular like storytelling genres.
Yeah.
You can even go back into the poems and the myths and all that stuff, and spooky stories is something that we've always had with us for some reason.
Yeah, because I mean it's not like the concept of horror is a modern invention. This is something that our ancestors have dabbled in for fucking thousands of years.
Yeah, so I have a whole big.
Where do you think horror began? Like, what do you think the first like subgenre of horror was?
It depends what you mean.
Like I'm trying to think of how I describe this. I guess like what entity do you think? What like type of entity? You think it's like spirits or like some sort of like beastly forest creatures or some sort of like folk horror?
So you mean within like the confines of what we now consider fiction?
Yeah, like where do you think it began?
So the first like horror story was a Horace Walpole. It was called The Castle of Otranto or something like that, and that was considered gothic horror.
Well, no, that's not what I mean. I'm talking like 2,000 years ago around a fire. What do you think they were whispering to each other about?
I mean, probably supernatural, spooky stories about things in the woods. Obviously, we know they told stories. Like
Yeah,
that.
of course. And I think what's interesting about this is when it all began, I'm sure there was no like line between like reality and what they believed was real. Like these stories that they told each other, they probably for sure thought those things were out there.
Yeah, so it's like that's why I'm asking, when do we differentiate between like telling folklore, which here's the deal, is like modern people will look at they hear folklore and they think, oh, just made up wives' tales, made up stories, right? And that's not really the case.
No,
because I believe there is at least some truth in most folklore, and then I'm sure you do too, and guys like us that are of a more polytheistic or folkish leaning have that sort of worldview, right? Have that sort of belief system. So, but people back then mostly believed them.
Yeah.
Obviously, they understood things in a different way. Like they didn't have like the concepts of like empiricism and like logic and stuff that we have where you're like, well, did it actually happen?
Yeah.
They'll be like, yeah, it actually happened, but maybe not exactly like how it's told, but it's you're like, all right, was it true or not true? They're like, that wouldn't make sense to them. They'd be like, yeah, well, it's true.
Yeah.
Of course it's true. You know what I mean? Why would we tell if it's not true?
Logic is kind of gay.
It's real guy. It's real guy. But going back to it, that is different than, say, now fiction is definitely an offspring of that.
Yeah.
Fiction is 1,000% like a surviving lineage of that. And it's no surprise that it starts getting called fiction in and around the time of the Enlightenment, right? 1700s, Enlightenment, revolutionary, freaking, capital L, liberalism proper, et cetera, et cetera. Right. So, what we're talking about here, like, where does horror fiction start? Because if you go before the distinction of fiction, it's hard to say what is horror. Because horror, in a way, implies fiction.
Yeah, you're like, when did these stop becoming cautionary tales and people were actively making them up for entertainment?
Yes. Entertainment, or maybe there are other things too, moral lessons or just whatever is the motivation or intent behind telling a fiction story. Right. Horror, just by saying horror, in my opinion, you are implying that this is the person that the story is made up.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
It's a work of fiction, a work of imagination.
So you don't think a true story could be horror?
No, like I wouldn't like put like say like somebody tells a real life ghost story or something.
Yeah.
I would not put that say that's in the horror genre.
What would you classify it as?
Give me 1 second. Okay. You're okay. You're okay. I thought my son was coming in not decent. So anyway,
So you wouldn't consider a real ghost story horror?
I probably wouldn't.
Why is that?
Yeah, just because of what I just said. That a real ghost story is like an eyewitness account. That's not really a. It's not even. I guess it is a story. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I would agree with you because like when someone recounts a ghost story, they're not like describing it in a way to entertain. They're just recounting events in like chronological order. Right? They're not doing it to entertain.
Yeah.
But now how about this? What if someone took that person's firsthand account of something they experienced and then wrote that into a story?
Then I think that can become horror. For example, the movie.
It's about how it's told.
I would say so. This is just my opinion. Though. This isn't.
No, it makes sense.
The rules.
I would tend to agree with you.
This is just how I level it. Right. This is just how I explain it. I don't know. Like I said, that's just my opinion. That's how I categorize it. But you know, if somebody like says the opposite, I don't know. You know, I'm not married to that. That's just.
So why do you think we enjoy it now?
So we enjoy it now.
You're not much of a horror guy, film wise.
I am. So I am not a horror guy like most people are horror movie buffs.
Right.
Right. Like I don't go and watch all the gritty, gory, underground, horror films.
You find gore distasteful.
I do actually think that it's lazy. I think it's lazy.
It is. I mean, it can be lazy, but isn't it satisfying?
No. First of all, it grosses me out. When I watch horror,
I forget that you're squeamish.
I'm squeamish. I hate.
It is the weirdest like characteristic about you. It doesn't suit.
Why?
It just doesn't suit your personality.
Why?
I don't know. You just don't seem like the type of person that gets squeamish.
But why though? Because what other things about my?
I don't know. You're like this, like big, charismatic, like masculine dude.
Call
That
me Chet.
I'm just saying we like embody masculine traits, and like getting queasy when you see someone bleed kind of goes against that.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I had to scold my son really quick. So, what was the last thing? Me being squeamish. So I don't know if I'm squeamish. I have disgust. I have a high disgust reaction, and I don't like people's body parts getting ripped apart. Number one, I just when I go to horror, I like the wonder and the atmosphere and weirdness and cerebral things.
That's the thing is a good horror story can be told in such a way that it doesn't need to involve gore at all.
No.
Don't get me wrong, like splatter horror is definitely like a genre I enjoy, but it's not. I didn't want to get to that yet. My man's knocking it out of the park tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, splatter horror is definitely a genre I get down with.
Is a story about a succubus a horror? With a horror? Ah! Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. That was the dad joke of all Halloween.
You're a clever cat, Kilty. Short stockings.
Yo, we got some funny guys. Got some funny folk. So, what were we saying?
Horror. That it. Excuse me. That a horror story, if told right, doesn't need to involve gratuitous gore. But at the same time, like, yeah, I enjoy the cerebral stuff and the atmospheric stuff, but I other times I also like watching people get ripped asunder.
Asunder.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's like a primal, like, masculine desire is to like watch people die.
I don't know, but
It's like in our blood. That's why do you think that like all the people that die in horror movies like deserve it? Like teens having premarital fortifications, copulations.
They're building forts.
Yeah, you know when unwed teens are building forts with one another, or when they're partaking in the various herbs.
Yeah, they're being scumbags.
Yeah, and then like the quote unquote villain shows up and cuts them from slit to brow, and rends their viscera across the fields, and you feel good about it, right? It's like a wholesome, cathartic moment where you just watch this teen get split open, and you can breathe a sigh of relief knowing that there's one less piece of shit in the world, at least, you know, in this fairy tale world of this film you're watching.
I don't know, but I'm not. I do like horror movies. I love. Did you see my top 10 list horror movies that I?
I don't think so. Was this like another video?
Yeah, I'll bring it up here.
Let me see it.
Oh, let me clean house over here on this browser real quick. Got a million tabs. The huge. All right, let me see here. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. The obelisk.substack.com.
Based.
Okay, so let's see if I can bring this up. Give me 1 second, folks.
I have not seen this.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to disagree about this. Recently,
Probably will.
Recently, we tried to rank our top 10 video games. Or was it top 5? I don't remember. Is this a new thing that you just put up?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put it up, and we're gonna turn off the vaporwave mix.
Was there a vaporwave mix?
Yeah, it's up in there. Share screen. Big Dave's top 10. Okay, let's check her out. So, Big Dave top 10 horror flicks.
Whoa, hold the fuck on. Scroll back up.
Yo, come on.
Your son says worse things.
No, it doesn't. So,
That says
give me one second here, folks.
right there, wondering what happened to all the kids that used to trick or treat.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty ass candy corn.
Yes.
I take grave offense to that.
You already hate my list. I think candy corn is the most disgusting thing. Like, it's trash. You just throw it out. You don't even eat it. It's like decoration. Might as well just be wax.
What are you, a retard?
No, I'm somebody with like sophisticated tastes.
Are you though?
Yeah. What is your favorite candy?
Candy corn.
You're nuts. You're nuts.
And listen, people prefer my taste.
So, hang on one second. Okay, so let's move on. I did a little,
Let's see what your list consists of.
Okay, so number 10, humanoids from the deep.
All right. I mean, the cover's based. Are these all like retro horror movies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of them.
Okay.
9, Event Horizon.
Event Horizon would be on my list.
8, The Evil Dead remake.
Did you watch it?
Not the newest one, the one that came out
Yeah.
in
You watched it?
2013. I watched it when it came out.
Bro, easily one of my top 5 horror movies. And the original Evil Dead is also on my list.
Wolf Shields, he knows what he's talking about. Candy corn jerks off.
I keep forgetting if jerks off means it's good or not.
It's not good. Jerks off.
Yeah, but jerks off is like, it's kind of good.
7, Jaws.
It's all right. Is that the Amityville Horror?
Amityville Horror.
It's pretty good.
OG.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The Fog.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
It's one of John Carpenter's first and best.
Yeah, I've never seen this movie before.
It's excellent. It's you're up to read quickly. An absolute classic John Carpenter film. Probably not the scariest on the list, but definitely one of the dankest vibes. The celluloid texture, the square ratio, the practical effects, blue color palette, and the Carpenterian synth film score are just freaking immortal. It's about ghost pirates who come to shore at night in a spooky blue fog to get revenge on a town for stealing their gold. I love it. I've seen it a million times since I was a kid.
That is a fucking wild premise.
It's dope.
You know, I just recently saw The Thing for the first time.
Thing?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
The first time?
It's incredible. What a masterpiece.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
The Exorcist? Yeah, for sure. Yes.
OG Halloween?
Yep.
OG Halloween.
Cannot complain.
Number 2, Alien.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 1, The Thing. I know that.
Did you see the remake of it too?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I think it got a little bit more hate than it deserved.
I saw the remake before I saw the original.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So you saw The Thing for the first time.
Yeah. Which is wild. You'd think that would be a movie that I've seen a lot more.
You love Alien.
I love Alien.
You love John Carpenter.
What else has Carpenter made?
Halloween.
Yeah.
They Live.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Carpenter. Carpenter wasn't Hellraiser, was he?
No, that was What's His Balls.
Craven. No.
The other guy.
Who the fuck made Hellraiser? Sorry.
You know what almost made my list? Children of the Corn.
I didn't really care for Children of the Corn.
I liked it when I was a kid, and I thought the premise was pretty good.
I mean, it's like creepy kids are always creepy kind of thing.
Folk horror about children.
Yeah, you know what? Folk horror has kind of been my jam lately. I've been reading a lot of folk horror stories, and I think that's like what I associate the Halloween season with is folk horror.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this time of year I just start diving into folk horror anthologies. But I mean, body horror is the shit, and The Thing nails it.
Oh, Rudra, what's up, bub? He says, "Is McCready or Childs the Thing?"
Both.
What's that? I don't even know what that. Are those the character names?
Yeah.
Names of the characters?
They've been amalgamated into one horrible monstrosity.
So, I like. There's a couple guys that like hit me up and they're like, "Dude, this is like might as well have been a sci-fi list."
You know what? A lot of the ones that you listed would have been on mine too, which is wild because we seldomly agree on things like this. The Evil Dead is one of my all-time favorite movies, and the remake is awesome.
Yeah, we all love the OG Evil Dead.
I have an original Evil Dead VHS tape with the original sleeve. It's like one of my prized possessions. I love that thing.
We should get like an old projection or a CRTV or whatever. I have a screen capture thing that actually works for it. It's some weird like thing made in India.
Right.
We could literally do a stream where we watch VHS.
Let's fucking do that. We will start with the Evil Dead. That thing hasn't been in a VCR in ages.
So I did this. Speaking of that, there were some guys that said The Shining should have been on there. I like make fun of The Shining in the beginning of the article. I said I don't like it. I think it's overrated, et cetera, et cetera. Because I do think that. I think The Shining is overrated.
The Shining is a little bit overrated. It's not a bad story. It's
a beautiful film. It's a beautiful film.
Yeah, and Jack Nicholson plays I can't even remember what his name is really well. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like a story about a guy that goes insane and tries to kill his family. Which, now that I say it out loud, is not a bad premise for a horror story. Because, like, a lot of times people make the mistake of, like, going grandiose with their horror concepts. And sometimes, like, scaling it way down to an isolated incident, like a dad losing his mind in an isolated place trying to kill his family, can make for a pretty cool story.
So Fox Anderson says, "You've seen The Ritual." I think I did.
Is The Ritual the one about the dudes hiking somewhere in Scandinavia, and they come across the giant Yep. Yeah, this is a pretty good movie.
It looks like every other, It
has some like vaguely heathen themes in it. Like I think the ultimate like creature that is chasing them through the forest is like talked about as being, I think they call it like a child of Loki or something. It's like this big, horrible, evil abomination that is like trying to subjugate people to worship it and killing others. It was a pretty good movie. You know a movie I just watched a little bit ago that I would probably also put on my top 10 list?
What's that?
The Witch. The Witch is an amazing folk horror movie. Have you seen that?
You're talking Robert Eggers. Yeah, I saw that.
What an amazing period piece.
Yeah, that was a good film. It's a little bit of a slow burn.
Yeah, you know what? It is a bit of a slow burn, but the atmosphere of the movie and the like time period that it's in make it feel like it's going by faster than it is. It like keeps you entertained. Yeah, that's the creature. Really cool creature design.
Is that Shub-Niggurath?
It's fucking horrible.
That's a cool.
It is very cool. Hell yeah.
Where the branches come alive and rip them apart?
No, that's the creature put him in the trees.
Oh. So it's like a Wendigo type thing?
Yeah, kinda.
Like a Norse Wendigo?
Yeah. Now he's been turned into like a concession stand for free
Ryan
meat.
Reynolds is?
No.
Isn't that Ryan Reynolds?
No. Sure is not.
Yeah, just as I said that, The Ritual isn't just another horror survival movie. Yeah. What was the movie you said you just saw?
The Witch?
Oh, yeah, The Witch. The Witch.
Yeah, great movie.
I have not. I thought I saw it, but Mr. Fox, I'm not recalling. I'm not recalling. So another thing that I did, let's go back to the Substack. I put this up too. Let's go to the obelisk. Okay, let's go to the obelisk itself. Which, by the way, guys, if you got signed up here, go get signed up. Like, we got so much cool content on here. It's like, if you like it, plus $5 a month, you get free books every month.
Yeah, you sign up, you can go read my short story about Chad Grundlemilk.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
It's an instant classic.
It's hilarious. It's like a comedy horror. You guys hear Shane's sense of humor. It is his sense of humor maxed out. It's so weird.
It's like a condensed can of my humor.
So, I put.
What is this picture from, by the way? I'm loving it.
I forget what movie it's from.
Is he like an anglerfish?
From Beyond.
From Beyond. Dongle.
The movie From Beyond. I don't know if you ever saw it. It's really.
I love it.
It's an awesome movie. Yakety yak about cosmic horror. So we get in and I start rating. I'm going to go through see if you've seen any of these because I know you like to watch the shorts too.
I do.
You've seen this one?
They're
on the
on
ship?
The boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this one. Yes, I have. My boss will be subscribed. Sorry for anyone that hasn't. Sorry, I'm bad at spoiler alerts. So you're welcome.
Yo, you guys watching? Did you hear that audio? If you guys heard that audio, some of these little short films are really short. We can watch a couple of them. Press 9 if you heard the audio, and just say no if you didn't. Feel like you guys are gonna big brain this, so I'll check it out tomorrow.
Does 9 mean he did hear it or he didn't hear it?
He did hear it.
All right. Do hamsters lay eggs?
Big brain. I don't know. You know, maybe if me and Shane like get together, we can come up with one big brain or something. I don't see any big brains here, but okay. So, do hamsters? Yeah, of course they do. Bob Johnson, what are you, a fucking idiot?
Yeah, they shit him out of their cloaca.
They mung them.
They mung them.
All right.
Let's do it.
So this is really, really cool. This is a 3D. So what I did with this list is I found a bunch of indie short films, horror short films, cosmic horror short films from YouTube that I like, and I listed them. There's like a bunch of them that I really, really liked. I couldn't find them. I forgot what they were called. But this one is one of my favorites. And I think this is pretty short. It's like 5-6 minutes. And we're probably going to get copyright struck for playing this. So I'll just take the stream down after it's over.
They can give me a copyright suck.
Yeah. Yeah. They could give us a copyright stroke. All right, check it out. 8 minutes.
The shivering listeners of 1,000 prayers, accusing their gods to relieve them from overwhelming and eternal darkness. A world in agony, facing the truth, the lack of a divine being to retrieve their souls. And as their scream becomes silent, the bleak veil drips down to earth and slowly turns to peaceful silence. Dwelling in a fog of memories, old sunken cities in a world of chaos. Minds are twisted and are raging against all forms of life. Otherworldly forces taking control. The spheres of madness are devouring their spirits, lost in waves of eternal black. Enlightened by darkness.
Oh, we are muted.
That was so good.
Fire. What do you guys think? Eric Wag, what's up, my dude? What is up?
What a bizarre film. I love that.
Yeah.
I loved how he used like the spiky protrusions and wove them together into like ships and like the rooted nests of snaking tendrils. That was so good.
That was cosmic horror.
That was so
cosmic
good.
horror. That was like
one guy made that.
One guy. Oh, I guess it was like one guy, and then there's a lady narrator, and like one dude wrote like the poetry that was part of the intro and outro, and I guess that same dude did the poetry, did the music.
Wild.
So
that was really good.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Like when I first saw that, I was like, "Holy crap!"
Well done. Like, how do you even come up with something like that?
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, this guy's name's Robin Zeeb. He's got a really tiny channel. Look, 100. He's got less subs than I do.
That's insane.
He's
very talented.
Yeah.
I've seen this one.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little corny, but I like it. I like it. And we're not gonna watch that because it's kind of a long one. Eldritch Code. We watched that together.
Yeah, we've seen this one.
It's a little silly, but it's got a good vibe to it. The game we watched that too, me and you.
Yes. Yes. Do you have that do you remember that Russian one I showed you?
Yeah.
That was a really good one. That's one of my favorite ones.
This one's cool. It's only like 3 minutes or something.
Let's do it.
Let's check it out. You guys want to hang out and watch some spooky, psychedelic, cosmic horror indie shorts? Let's do it. Yeah, Eric Wag.
And we'll just hang out and commentate.
Eric Wag is an awesome. Speaking of good indie content, Eric Wag is the man. He does a lot of great stuff. A lot of great. He's got a new book coming out. Eric, drop some links for what you're working on, bud. Drop some links. He's got a little YouTube channel over there that he started that he's working on, and where he's like he calls out people that talk a lot of shit.
As you should.
Yeah. Yeah, he called out this one guy. I can't remember what it was. I wasn't really familiar with the thing. But some guy was like running his mouth. And Eric.
Fuck him.
No, he was like polite and even he was a little, I'll be honest, he was a little more even-handed than I would like be calling the guy an FAG and all kind of stuff. I would have got myself in trouble, but he handled it very professionally and gentlemanly. So shout out Eric Wag. I like it. So let's check this one out. This is cool. It's a very short one too. Called Peephole, by the way.
Bizarre. That's so weird.
Like this retreat. Wow. not like nothing mind blowing, but definitely like a
very
freaky.
creep for like 3 or 4 minutes. That was a creepy little film. I like that a lot. Turn around, bro.
So Russ, our boy Russ says spooky psychedelic aspects of that one. Great atmosphere. I think he's talking about the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. Big time. Eric Wag says, he said he's calling Iron Age a cult. Also, like, here's what's funny is the Bizarcast and like us, we call ourselves a cult. Like,
We are.
it's like this cult called me. Tell me why being a cult is a bad thing. Cults get a lot of stuff done. Right. Kilty says, ending jump scare kind of killed the vibe. I can see why he said that. I think I can see why he says that. I don't like jump scares either. I think they're pretty cheap. But it's, overall I liked it. I see why you're saying that. I don't disagree, but overall I liked it.
See, I don't know if I would have considered that a jump scare.
They had the audio spike.
It was but it was like at the crescendo of the film. Everything was slowly building up to that explosive ending.
Yeah.
I think a jump scare is more characterized by coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, I guess. Because that was like a crescendo up to like an abrupt shock kind of delivery. I don't know. Fox says encouraging that people are still doing. Man, Fox, let me tell you something, dude. There is like an explosion. You guys listening that are, I don't know if you guys listen to my other podcast, Culture Dads, but all the time, one of my biggest talking points over and over and over again is like, stop listening to this. I call them statue mourners or the returners that are like, oh, everything good was in the past and we're never going. Just kill yourself, dude. Just kill yourself. Let me tell you, there is an explosion going on with creativity and art and culture and every which way you could just wander into it. Like our thing here, like the Bizarcast and Eric Wag's he's like up in the Iron Age and all this kind of stuff. Like these are like all of these little ecosystems, these little like kind of concentric spheres of creative little art cults that have like our own little insular, like
subculture.
Yeah, these like little subcultures, and like you could just accidentally by going down a rabbit hole in the internet find yourself in like this world of all these like little creators and stuff. And there's so much good stuff. It's just it's formatted differently.
Yeah,
you're not gonna find it in the mainstream. If you want really, really dope stuff, you have to look at the underground. And you guys that are OGs, that are culture dads, let me ask you something. Has there ever been good stuff in the mainstream? Yeah, maybe a little bit when we were kids in the movies. We had the cool movies back then. But outside of that, how much good music was in the mainstream? None. The best stuff's always been in the underground. Ain't nothing changed. So, like, we've been, like, given this, social media gave us illusion of monoculture. And, it's like, exit the monoculture, exit the Mick culture, and go back into the underground like what you used to do. And I promise you, you will find so much dope, awesome stuff. It'll blow your mind. Dude, it ain't nothing over, ain't nothing dead. We're not men amongst the ruins. We are like on the precipice of an absolute explosion. Hollyweird and Big Pub, Fem Pub, and all of these vampires and scumbags, AAA gaming, they're hemorrhaging money. They suck. They're not smart enough to come up with good stuff. And there's underground guys like me and you guys and us and all this stuff, just putting out dope shit.
Absolutely dope shit. and all those pieces of shit, none of them are prepared to receive the absolute wave of creative ejaculate we're gonna fucking drop on top of them.
So Eric says, I'm so old. I'm old, so I haven't found any music I like in the mainstream since the late '90s. Yeah, dude, there's nothing good in the mainstream. I'll tell you what, bro. There's so many good bands out there. Like I was like, 10 years ago or so, I was like, dude, I'm not finding anything good. Because I was like I'm starting to have children. I was working a lot. I didn't have the time to invest in like digging up good stuff. Once you figure out where to look, bro, Eric, message me on the Xbox, the X machine, not the Xbox video console, but like that which was formerly known as Twitter, and I will send you playlists if you want it. Tell me what kind of bands you like, and I'll send you some stuff. I'll send you some good stuff that you're gonna like. So let's move on. I think this one's a little bit long. You seen this one?
This one's so good. We should watch this anyway. How long is it?
How long is this?
This one is very.
It's only 7 minutes.
Yeah, we gotta watch this one. This one's really good.
Okay.
What does God look like? I'm going to show you a painting, or rather, a photograph of a painting. Just take a moment and stare at it. What do you see? If the answer is nothing, if it just looks black to you, don't worry, that's what I see too. But that's not what everyone sees. The painting I've chosen for this project is titled Portrait of God. While most viewers see nothing, some insist they see a person in the darkness, one that they can describe and draw out with consistent details.
It's a man, or close to a man. Wrinkled, skinny.
Really skinny.
He looks skinny. He's smiling.
He's grinning. He smiles down at us.
Almost looks like the corners of his mouth got smudged.
Like he's wearing a mask.
It's too wide. His eyes.
Looking down with his eyes are big.
They're big. They've got this glint in them.
This speckle of light to them. Honestly, it's unsettling. Of course it's frightening. That kind of power should be.
I don't like looking at it. I don't like it.
It's beautiful.
Maybe it's just a trick of the light. Maybe they're seeing something they want to see. But how are their descriptions so consistent? Maybe they really are having a religious experience. And why does God appear to them and not us? What does God look like? I'm going to show you a painting, or rather, a photograph of a painting. Just take a moment and stare at it. What do you see?
Anymore. Like both buttons do crush now. We just got that fridge, that crippled bitch. Home Depot sold us. Yeah.
Oh, God, here.
Yeah. I would have you.
I know we're muted. What is it? No, that was funny. That crippled bitch. What?
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory.
We sure? Why?
They're from the discount place. Just got them. They're okay. It's fine.
I'm trying. I don't think it's gonna be.
Am I just? It's okay.
I don't think it.
Oh, I don't think I muted my. Sorry, guys. I was like,
They forgot we were podcasting for a minute.
yeah. So tell you what we're talking about. I got these ice. We got a discount grocery store that we go to. We get good deals on stuff. My wife got like this pallet of these iced teas. They're like low sugar. They're only a couple grams of sugar.
No, they're fine.
Shane like doesn't drink. He just doesn't drink. So alcohol. And I was like, yeah, it's like a little bit of a flavor, but it might just be me. You know what? I took a sip of something when I was out there.
What did you sip on?
I took a sip of some mead.
You're retarded.
So that was like in my mouth.
So you thought these were alcoholic?
Yeah. Not alcoholic, but I thought maybe like
Shane's not allowed to have alcohol.
I thought maybe not that they were alcoholic, but maybe they like fermented because they were, they're from a discount grocery. And sometimes you get stuff from the discount spot. That's a little bit,
My man brought me a fucking crazy straw.
Oh yeah, we're out of regular straws.
I prefer the crazy straw.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Although, why do they always make the holes in them so small? You can't make it a little crazier?
Can be a little bit crazy.
Oh, guys, you know it would be even crazier? Bigger hole.
I went for the big hole.
I bet you did.
Yeah, you're gonna love this one. One more, guys. One more, and then we'll go back to yakking.
That fuck.
I do. You'd like that.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, this one's a little long. 14 minutes.
So I'm supposed to lay low out here for a few weeks, and then what? When do I get my fucking life back? I already have an idea for my next book. I'm ready. You think it's my fault, don't you? You know what? Don't bother. Don't bother. We're done. I have to go.
You know, you used to put poop up there.
What's that?
Unfucked top.
Yeah.
Like in a knob.
Really? They used to put poop in there.
And like razor blades.
We're not home right now. Leave a message.
Can you stop? It's broken.
Hey. Just wanted to let you know I made it to the house in one piece.
Slipping. It's a little complicated.
Noticed your window's broken. If there's anything I can do about that, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, thanks again for letting me stay here. You guys saved my life. Truly. I really wish you were here right now. Just call me back when you can.
Don't you just love that smell? I swear.
Hi.
Hi.
Who are you?
I should ask you. You're a stranger here, not me.
I'm a friend of the family.
I
A gardener or something?
Something like that. They pay me to take care of the house when nobody's home. I'm Eddie. Sorry if I scared you.
You didn't scare me.
Wow. Who's this?
She's a friend of the people who live here.
Does she have a name?
I don't know. Do you?
Susan.
Abby, this is Susan. Susan, this is the most wonderful woman I've ever met.
My mother's name was Susan.
I was just telling her about how we take care of people's houses.
Well, I am exhausted.
Why don't I fix us some tea? An afternoon snack.
I'm fine, really.
You might as well let her. I'm gonna be out there fixing that burst pipe all day.
All day?
Where do you think all this shit came from?
Eddie can fix the pipe and I'll fix us some tea. It's an easy enough job. Pays well and gives us our solitude.
Are you looking for something?
Some mugs for the tea. Eddie must have stuck them in the wrong cabinet. But honestly, what I love most about watching people's homes is the feeling of stepping into someone else's life.
That's not weird or anything.
Getting a taste of their world. So what do you do?
I'm a writer.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What do you write about?
Cold cases.
Don't tell me you're here in our little town trying to solve some silly old murder.
I'm actually taking a little bit of a break right now.
Is that a whole fucking cake on the counter?
I see.
I don't want to talk about it.
There's a whole cake in that seat, bro.
It's a rice cake.
I heard you yelling on the phone earlier. Someone must have really screwed you over.
Oh, that one.
All I wanted to do was make two very sad people a little bit happier. Does that make me a monster?
Gosh, you don't have to make.
Not at all. If anything, that makes you a hero.
These poor parents in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming, had their baby boy go missing. Right out of the crib. He simply vanished without a trace. Right away, I knew there wasn't much I could do. But I felt their pain. I thought, if I can give these people some honest relief and happen to get a good story out of it, what's the harm? Everyone wins.
Susan, I think it's so incredible that you took the initiative to change lives for the better by any means necessary. Eddie and I have wanted to change the world since we met each other. But change doesn't happen without someone getting their hands dirty.
Bitch.
Isn't that what you're saying?
Yes. Thank you.
So what'd you do?
Is that your baby?
You couldn't keep him quiet for 5 minutes, could you?
Oh, fuck, what's happening?
Do you know who lives here?
Really growing herbs. Look.
Eddie and I are going to change the world by any means necessary. And we want you to be a part of it.
What the fuck does that mean?
Will you?
To get a solid diesel.
Yes.
Come see.
Very young. What? Why would you?
It's got nothing.
That's premeditated, dog. You're going to jail.
Nice rising you up.
Hey, my guy. Come on, big guy. You won't stop crying.
What's wrong with him?
Nothing's wrong with him.
Eddie, enough. He's hungry.
He's sick from that shit you've been feeding him.
He's not sick.
He's perfect. Your baby needs professional medical
All
attention.
he needs is some tender love and care.
Who are you to tell us how to raise our child?
It's okay, Eddie. She needs to see. See how happy and healthy he is.
Look at that puffer
What is
hole.
this?
This is God. He spoke to us in our dreams, and we combed the coast until we found what he spoke of, an ooze blacker than the darkest depths of the ocean. We consumed the divine substance and made love for 3 days straight, as the visions instructed us to.
That's 3 days of my life.
When I gave birth to him, I felt reality tear itself apart.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
I know what it feels like, Susan. To have the world eat you up and spit you out. When I look at him, all I feel is his love. I think he wants to say hi. You want to hold him? 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 Hold him?
Calm down.
There's just people in your house. I don't know. That's really weird.
It's okay.
It's not okay. It's totally crazy. But you know them. Do you know who those people are?
Okay.
They're doing something in your backyard. Did you tell them that they could do that? There's this black stuff and it's really...
Just take a breath.
There we go.
Okay.
It's okay now.
Take a breath.
He likes you.
Is that off the feel that old guy's bald spot? That looks so gross.
Eddie, let's go.
We got this whole neighborhood sipping this baby sauce.
Yeah. I did like that. While mortals sleep.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. What'd you guys think? How'd you guys like that one? That was a film about Dave's call. I'm the baby. Shane's the Chinese lady.
I'm Dave's cleft mouth.
Shane makes the sauce.
Just be churning sauce.
Yeah. Yo, he be leaking.
Seeping.
Yeah. Yeah, that's there's some pretty cool indie cosmic horror shorts.
I like those.
Yeah, they're cool.
I like that.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked it too. I think we watched
What was... I'm trying to think which out of the ones we watched was my favorite. What was the second one we watched? The Peephole.
Peephole.
Peeping Tom. I think I liked the first one the most.
Oh, yeah.
Baby was cool. Baby was cool, but that first one was...
Upheaval is like next level. Upheaval,
weird, man.
Upheaval is next level.
Yeah.
So Upheaval is my favorite. The Baby's probably my second. Because just how like classic and
It was very weird.
And then Portrait of God is like
Portrait of God is just a good short film. Yeah, most of these lack explanations. It's like a trend among these short horror films is they're like open to interpretation.
I like that though. I like it. I like that there's no.
I like it because I view like short stories as like a brief window in looking in on a larger story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're just kind of getting to view an excerpt of time.
What's up, Bob? Mr. Dulles. Greetings. I just tuned in. That was that last scene how Bill Cosby got into Jello pudding pops.
They were drinking his Jello pudding pops.
That was actually liquid Bill Cosby that they were drinking.
Emulsified Cosby.
Yo, there's that Cosby scissor.
We got that Cosby slurry.
We got that Cosby lean.
Billy Lean.
Yeah. Yo, this lean be talking to a nigga. Wait, what does Cosby say? Like they drink it and they yo ho ho.
That's Todd Albert, bro. They drink it and he says, "Time for fuck." Yeah. Cosby drank.
Yo, that Cosby drank. Nah, man, you feel me? See, baby, for real, motherfucker. Yo, ass nigga, you feel me? Yo, Russian that John Blood. Ain't no thing.
I like how before we started this, you were like, listen, you gotta watch what you say. And then you jump into fucking Jamal.
Right, y'all. You know, that should be talking to a nigga, though. You feel me? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Fuck you, I put my drink at.
I don't know.
You stealing my drink? You did steal my drink.
I'm housing your drink. This one's yours. This one's yours.
Fucking hoarding my drink.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do? You want to watch another one? You want to let's go back to our discussion. What were we talking about? We're talking about horror. So out of those films, one thing I really love about the indie short, I think everything needs to be shorter. I really do.
Did I miss my fucking? Never mind.
What?
I thought I missed my cup for a minute.
No, you would have poured it all over my keyboard. That would have been
your pink keyboard.
I know.
It's not even hot pink. It's soft pink. It's like
know.
a pastel pink.
I know. It's like Easter pink. It's like flesh.
It's not rich enough to be flesh.
It's not the outside of flesh.
This is like the color of porcelain dolls from the 1900s.
It's like it's not a good color. I think that Xavier and those guys thought it was funny.
Is that who this came from?
Yeah, when we were at FSH, I was like, I
remember back in the day when people thought it was a good idea to like put shag carpets around your toilet seat and the like shag toilet seat covers.
Yeah.
That's the color they were.
That is the color of a 70s bathroom.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. That was like that's like the color of my Aunt Gina's tub.
That's like the color of the fluid they drain from cysts.
Oh. That is so gross. Fox says, he goes, a great storyteller should be able to make a good story that is 5 minutes long, 20 minutes long, an hour long, or 3 hours long, or equivalent pages. So, Mr. Fox, for the most part, I agree with you, but I think there are some people that are built for longer, shorter form. I think there are some people, for example, the greats that we love, you know, H.P. Lovecraft, for example, never wrote a novel. His longest book was At the Mountains of Madness, right? And who's gonna say he's not a good storyteller? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who else? No, I don't like this guy, but Stephen King, his short stories suck.
I disagree.
I disagree with your disagreement.
Have you ever read his science fiction story called The Jaw?
Nah.
It fucks.
So he's got one. I don't know how many he's written.
I'll give you that because I can't remember any of his others.
Yeah, I have like floated around somewhere. He's got one called like The Graveyard Shift. It's a compilation of short stories. He's got freaking, it's called Macabre Dance or something like that.
I think there's another one called Skeleton Crew.
He's got like a bunch of short story compilations. They all suck. Like none of them are good. And the ones that went on to become movies, Children of the Corn, freaking, I think Carrie was a short story, wasn't it? Not Carrie. Christine.
I never read Carrie or Christine.
He's got a lot of his short stories went on to become movies. Movies are better than the story. The Children of the Corn story blows. It's not even like it's like so dumb.
I'm kind of pissed off they made all of his books into movies when they did, and they didn't wait. I think they would have been better suited to like the early 2000s.
Well, they're remaking Pet Sematary. See that?
Yeah, but everything they come out with now is like AIDS.
Yeah, it is AIDS. It is terrible. It's not good.
Like, I no longer look forward to film adaptations of stories that I like. Because they're going to fuck it up.
Yeah, they do. They trash it. But long story short, Mr. Fox Anderson, a great... So here's my argument for pretty much everything. Let me get back to the screen. I'm like low for that here. So my argument for freaking everything is, here's the deal, is that people are the way that they are now. Our job as storytellers and entertainers is to meet people where they're at. Is it a shame that people don't have the attention spans that they used to? Sure, we can say X, Y, Z. That's why, but we can't change that. We are where we are, and you know what? We're where we're supposed to be. This is where we're supposed to be. Everything got set into motion long before any of us were born. We're exactly where we're supposed to be. Everything that is happening is supposed to happen. It's all in, it is what it is.
Everything is precisely as it's intended to be.
Yeah. And, that might not be good for us right now. It might be bad for us, or the fact that it's bad for us might actually be good for us. Let me tell you, the Bizarcast could not exist in the 80s or in the 90s, early 90s. I wouldn't have been able to afford to start it. The tools that I have now available because of computers.
You forgot computers?
Because of these machines, right? Because of them, I'm able to do this. So here's the way that I see it, is that our job is to meet people where they're at. It's not up to us to try to change the world or to, whatever. We're to contour to the situation that we're in so that we can deliver good stuff to the people in the way that they find accessible. And here's another thing, is that short form fiction is like the traditional way to write fiction. And with movies, it's okay. So people, attention span, dude, it's easier, it's cheaper to make short movies. Make short films is cheaper and easier now. And as you saw that first upheaval, did you guys see that? You got some of you guys that are in there might not have were here when we watched it. Dude, that was magnificent. One guy made that. One guy. It's all 3D. It's one of those magnificent, weird, bizarre things I ever seen on screen. It's fantastic. One guy. We got this, dude. There's a lot of, we're in a place now that we're in a good spot. We're in a good seat. The future is very, very bright. And if we just get rid of some of our hangups and prioritize what our job really is, and that is as entertainers, and that is as storytellers, and that is XYZ artists, to if we prioritize that, put these other things to the side a little bit, then you start seeing things in a different lens. I have this saying that I say, shrink your world. Shrink your world. So while you're on the Twitter box, while you're skimming the headlines, while you're doing XYZ, and your reality is big, you feel like it's all crushing you. Everything is terrible. Everything's it's whatever. You shrink that to what you should be concerned about. You're caring about what you can control, what you can influence, and what you can shrink your world. And let me tell you, the more you shrink your world, the happier you will be, the more successful you will be. And because you are happier and more successful, you will have a bigger impact on the world at large. The world at large needs us moving, needs us creating, needs us being, right? It needs us being generative. By generative, I mean they who create. That's what generative means. Degenerate means that which is not generative, that which is doing the opposite of generation. And if you are sitting in your world is all of reality, if the world that you concern yourself is all of planet Earth, or all of America, or all of whatever, all of the entirety of your country, if that's your world, then it's like you're going to spend all of your time concerned with the gorillions of freaking things that are going on. And that distracts you. And then you start becoming somebody that all you do is worry and concern. Right? You're just so concerned with there's so many things that the only thing you have time for is to be concerned. Shrink your world. And by shrinking your world, you have more impact on the world. Period. Know your lane. Know your lane. Go ahead, Trey.
How do you pronounce that?
Rudra.
Rudra?
That's our buddy Rudra.
Hop over and watch it.
Slice of life.
Slice of life.
Is it a Japanimation? How long is it? It might be long.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah, type in slice of life. Do you know how to use keyboard?
I know how to fucking punch letters. What do you think I write on?
Oh, this is Japanime.
How do you know?
Let's look up
short.
movie.
Is it short
Let's look
film?
up movie. Oh God, here comes the tired moon job babies. So, slice of life. Let's look up cyberpunk. See if that comes up. Cyberpunk X slice of life. I don't know. I'm not finding it, Rudra. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's 25 minutes. All right. I think I found it. Drop me a link, though. Drop me a link.
All practical.
Yeah. Yeah. Drop me a link in the chat, and then I'll look it up, and then we can watch. We can watch a little later.
Why does this camera pick you up so well, but it keeps phasing me in and out of corporeal space?
I know. I'm like trying to lay in a way that the camera doesn't see me being comfortable, so I don't look like lounging silverback. I do, guys. I look like I am a silverback. I really am. The vanilla gorilla.
He's more like a chimp.
Nah, I'm too. I love gorillas. I'm a big gorilla fan.
You're a gorilla enjoyer? The average gorilla enjoyer?
Gorilla respecter. Gorilla respecter. They're just magnificent animals. First of all, they're gorillas. They're these wildly powerful. Hang on one second.
Oh, let's
All right. Give me 1 second, folks. I got some miserable, tired children. So if you hear kids moaning and crying in the background, we're not torturing them. They're just being
Yes, we are.
they're being crybabies. This one was okay. How long was this? You want to watch that one? Top it off.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, let's top her off.
Watching stupid films. Good old Matt Sears.
I didn't love it.
Founder of the store Sears.
That's weird. Altered.
Yeah, I want to force to try it. He's got them vellum eyelids.
Last week, I lost Steve. It wasn't peaceful. It was slow, painful. He died a horrible death. Left me thinking, how could something like this happen? How could you let something like this happen after I've dedicated my life to following you, and I've seen nothing? I just want some kind of a sign. Just give me something, please.
Faithless whore. Now you shall see.
Well, I'm waiting.
Bitch.
I have nothing but time. I have nothing else. I have given you everything. I have dedicated everything. And what do I get? Nothing. Nothing. I can see clearly now. I've wasted my whole life following an empty void in the hope I'd find some kind of answer. But you are nothing! Nothing! You're a false god! I knew it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really needed this. There is something. You are real. It's Thank you for revealing yourself. I think I've had enough. I'm sorry I doubted. Please. I'm so scared. Please. Let me open my eyes. Please. Please. Let me open my eyes.
You didn't like that line?
It's okay.
That bitch got everything she deserved.
It's okay. It's okay. What do you guys think?
I love that one. I love when shitty people get what they deserve.
Yeah, that's my little collection of short films. There's a few on there we didn't play because they're a little bit longer. For example, I really, really love this one.
Yeah,
but it's like half an hour. It's almost a full film. It's almost a full film.
It is really good though.
Yeah. Yeah. So talking about up here, what I get into is I talk about cosmic horror. Right? I gotta get tired. What time is it?
Midnight.
Midnight. Which I got nothing in the morning though. M. Russ Rudra says that was trippy AF. Russ says visuals were good, like the atmosphere. Ending should have faded, not jumped.
Agree.
Yeah. I get you guys hate jumps. You guys hate jumps. I don't blame you. I think that they're cliche. They're corny. I'm not into them either. I don't really. I'm not vibing with the jumps anymore. What do you think? You got any more juice in you? You want to start shutting it down?
I got endless juice, Daddy.
I got juice, Dad.
I got dad juice.
That's juicy.
Dad's got juice with pulp.
That's a juicy dad right there. Yeah, let's
yeah, we wrap it up.
No, I'm a little guys. I'm worn out. If you guys have any questions or anything you'd like us to yak about, drop it in the chat there.
Any questions?
Hey, hey, you want to do some commentary on? But I like this. I think we should do more of this. Just hang
chill.
out and watch some film.
Yeah.
You could play some video. Yeah. By the way, freaking Cult Games sent me their demo for the new game. They want me to do a video. Well, I offered to do a video on. And I got to do that. Noah says, he goes, I'm about to hit the hay. Thanks for stopping by earlier tonight, Dave. I needed these laughs tonight. You're very, very welcome, Mr. Knowles. I know there's a shout out Jeff Winston. I tuned in as long as I could earlier, but we had to, I had to go cook dinner and all that, and I couldn't stick around for the whole thing. So, but everybody already knows Jeff. Man, Jeff was my buddy. I cried when I heard that, dude. That was so sad. Rest in peace, Jeff. I could go on and on. He was such an important guy. You know, it's always what's that thing they say about the candle and all that. You know what I mean? Burns twice as bright.
The brightest candle burns half as long.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Jeff Winston. And you know, always lose. I wish we could have like taken like given the option to like take a bunch of like shitty, do nothing, spurgy retards and just like sacrifice 100 of them to keep Jeff. Is that a rotten thing to say after somebody passes away?
I mean,
after
you just like gave a spiel about all things being precisely as they're intended to be like, I wish I could sacrifice 1,000 degenerates and have them back.
He was he would have been weird, dude. He was speaking of horror movie guys, Jeff was a horror movie guy.
Yeah.
Me and him had so many conversations about the nature of horror and all this kind of if you guys go on Whack, I did a demonstration talking about like the nature of it's for my hyper-romanticism series, which I never got to finish with old Mr. Jeff. But you know, me and him talked about hyper-romanticism. He really liked the concept.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about it, and he's like, yo, can you do one that's specifically on horror and everything like that? Because he had this whole big theory about the importance of horror and how big a part that played in kind of previous decades, et cetera, et cetera. And I broke it down. I was like, this is the nature of horror. And I thought it was a pretty good stream. He really, really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he sort of brought me on. Like I think it was like Jeff fan service. Like that was like one thing. Because I don't think a lot of the folks in his audience are like really big horror people.
Yeah. They're
like people that like wholesome things. And they're not really into talking about The Exorcist, Chainsaw Massacre, and body horror, you know, Cronenberg movies and stuff like that. So let's
we should do more of these.
Yeah, I like it. See, what's up? What's up, my man? My brother, Mr. Luke Mason. And Luke also says, Big Dave talks on horror and hyper-rom are my favorites, man. Man, I'm so glad you like that. Sometimes I feel like because I'm actually not really. I'm somebody I like to wax philosophically from time to time, but overall, I think that philosophy in and of itself is a circle jerk.
For the gays.
For the gays. It's like a big fucking word salad, and it's just endless. It's endless theory cell, like never actually come to a conclusion or finally figure anything out. There's no end. It's just this endless circle jerk. Is it the mind or the object or the self? Or is the self an object? Is the object the mind? And my mind's an object and suck on my object and I don't mind.
Suck on my mind and I don't object.
But let's take a look here. Did we get to the bottom of the original horror tale origins? No, I don't think we did. I think we completely abandoned.
Not at all. A Minute Rain says, dude, Chainsaw Massacre's base Leatherface doesn't have optics, but he does things. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is on my top 10 list.
It almost made it on that. The only reason I didn't put it on my top 10 list is that I just don't keep going back to it. It's just...
I will. And you know what? Not too long ago, I rewatched the original. And I realized that at no point in that movie...
Do you see any death?
Do you see anyone die? Do they show any actual murder happening?
It's all completely implied.
It's all completely implied. And is it like the best production ever? No, but like
It's also very artful.
yeah, but even like the shitty production value of it lends itself to the atmosphere of the movie as a whole.
Yeah.
Like it enhances it somehow, and it's only gotten better with age.
Yeah, I think so. I agree. I completely agree with that. It was you watch the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, like a few years back, I went and revisited it, and I remember it in my mind as this like gruesome.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I saw some of the sequels, and those are like retarded and gruesome.
Yeah.
But and I'm like, I was conflating them. It's possible. I don't think so. I think they implied it so well that I remembered it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly the effect it has on you.
Now it says, what's my take on Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein? That's a little before my time, bub. I'll be honest. I don't even like know who Abbott and Costello are. I'll be honest. I think they're comedians, right?
No, I believe they were a pair of 14th century mages. If I'm remembering correctly.
No, they're comedians.
I'm pretty sure they were mages.
Now you're thinking the Doobie Brothers. No, the Dudley Boys.
The Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah. He says it. No, he's just joking with it. He's just joking. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Everyone says the Dudley. Yeah, hell yeah, the Dudley Boys. Remember the day? But what that Bubba Ray?
Weren't they the
ECW?
Weren't the Dudley Boys those that like storybook about like the teenage boy detectives?
No, you're thinking the Hardy Boys, which was also a wrestling tag team.
You remember that Triple H video where he sees the kid's nuts?
Yeah. I was a kid. It was like a 6'5", like a 40-year-old black man. It's like a middle-aged 6'5" black man. Well, look at you. Remember you saw that child?
You mean that grown-ass black guy?
Yeah.
Hole in your shorts. Nuts are showing.
Yeah. Triple H
doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys. Yeah, Hardy Boys was I loved the Hardy Boys when I was a kid. Those stories about, and there's that one Encyclopedia Brown. Remember him? Boy genius.
Carmen Sandiego.
Was that Where's in the World is Carmen Sandiego or whatever?
I still don't know what that is. Was it a show? Was it a computer game?
Nah.
Was it a book?
What was it? I don't know either.
Somewhere in my mind, I like combined her with Where's Waldo.
Wait, it was a girl?
Yeah. Her name's fucking Carmen. Carmichael Sandiego.
Carmichael. Ron Mexico.
Ron Mexico.
So that just popped in my head. You remember the quarterback, Michael Vick?
Yeah.
Apparently, he cheated on his wife and got herpes and went to go get tested and went under the alias Ron Mexico. That just popped in my head.
Like when he went to get tested?
Yeah.
But he signed up as Ron Mexico.
Yeah. He went in with like a hoodie and everything. I guess there was like a reporter. I probably remember this completely wrong. There's like a reporter that Michael Vick was like getting lippy with. And he's like, well, thank you for your time, Mr. Vick, or should I say run Mexico. And he's like,
That's fucking what a based Chad move.
oh man, what a
Humongous.
Mr.
Mr. Mungus.
Yeah. So guys, there's a pizza place nearby, and I order pizza under the alias Humongous. And it's like the same lady always like delivers the pizza, and she thinks it's hilarious. She calls me Mr. Mungus. She goes, "Your pizza, Mr. Mungus."
I love that you have like an inside joke with your pizza delivery lady.
That probably means I order too much pizza.
You guys have like developed a repertoire, or that's not the word.
A repertoire. Repertoire.
A report.
A rapport.
A rapport. It's late, boys. It's late.
It's late. Great.
My brain meat's shutting down.
My meat's shriveling. Quivers. Shrivel me timbers. Shrivel me meats.
Come on, boys. Ask us questions, and we'll give you our surely truthful answers.
I think they are. We just keep forgetting and going on to other things.
Bruce Wayne, Bruce Stain,
Guy from V. We got to talk real quick. We got to have a little bit of a conversation. Why do you have a Domino's account?
Yeah, for sure.
Why are you eating Domino's? Maybe Guy from V. Where are you from? Maybe V. What are the V states? Not Vermont. Vermont's got good pizza. They don't need Domino's.
I keep thinking of larger places like Venice or Vienna.
Nevada. Gotta be in it. Maybe in Nevada, it's short for Vada. They're like, yo, you from Vada?
Oh, he's from Washington.
He's from Washington. Yeah, no wonder he's ordering. Like if you're from like the West Coast or the South, you've probably never. But yeah, I
consider myself somewhat of a pizza aficionado, if you will. I've eaten a lot of pizza. You know my favorite pizza? Like just tops anyone else. Little Caesars.
Stop.
Little Caesars.
You're a liar.
Listen, you get there. No. Listen.
Shane does this thing. Shane does this thing that he says things that he knows are going to upset me.
It's too late for me to keep a straight face.
And then I know that like he knows that I know that he's trying to upset me, and it still upsets me.
East Coast trash pizza.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but have you tried Little Caesars?
Yeah.
It'll blow your fucking mind.
Guy from B, dude, I ain't trying to disrespect your shitty West Coast pizza, but like I'm not you gotta take the L, dude. Just take the L. It's okay. All right, man. You probably have delicious freaking I don't know, what do you guys eat?
Mexican food.
Tofurkey or something.
Tofurkey.
Yeah. You probably have wonderful
you guys have like flour salads and shit.
Beyond Burgers or whatever those are. You know?
I would try a Beyond Burger. Just out of curiosity. I would.
I worked at a restaurant that served them.
Did you try one?
Yeah.
How was it?
Impossible Burger, it's called.
How is it?
Not good.
No? That makes sense because it's not meat.
It's weird. It is pretty weird.
Yeah, you got that going for you. At least you're not defending Domino's.
Yeah, don't defend Domino's. Don't defend Domino's. But yeah, guy from V, you know you're from W. You're not from V. Like let's.
What is the V from which you come?
Yeah, there's no.
Like vagina?
I mean, that's everybody.
Yeah, because you're not wrong.
You're not special.
I mean, I think you're special.
It's not something you should name.
You're special to me.
It's like me calling me like,
Earth Dave.
Guy who breathes air. Man who sleeps at night.
Guy with penis.
Well, that's a mixed up subject these days. Guy from B is Mark Singer. I don't know who Mark Singer is. You know who Mark Singer is?
Yeah.
Who?
He's a talk show host.
What show?
The Singer Hour.
Did you just make all that up? I read a song called Guy from V is the Beastmaster. Yeah, I know Beastmaster. Oh. Yo, if Guy from V is a reference to the Beastmaster, you get a pass. It's okay that you're from West Coast. With your pizza or with your Domino's. But here's the deal, guy from V, is that I'm not mad at you, because if I was you, I would probably, if that's my only option and I didn't even know any better, right? I would probably eat Domino's. If I was not enlightened on proper pizza, tradition, I guess Domino's is fine. Out of the fast food pizzas, which one is the best one, you think?
Papa John's.
Yeah, I got this coupon recently. We got Papa John's. No. Barely edible.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, for sure. Their pizza's not great. The only memorable thing about Papa John's is their garlic butter.
Yeah, and there's so many places that have garlic butter now. Yeah. Those slow bros.
You were lounging a little too hard there, Bob. I had to go in for the slow bro.
Yeah. The Brendo and those dudes are they're getting all fired up.
We fully disrupted their chat for a solid 2 minutes.
Yeah, we stream cucked Brendo today. I'm sorry, Brendan. I'm gonna be on the podcast with him tomorrow.
Come around sometime in person and I'll give you the slow bro.
I'll toss you a few strokes.
Slowly.
Some strokes for the folks.
Garlic butter tech has advanced far enough.
It's true. Yeah.
A truer statement has never been stated.
I'm really I'm feeling very positive about the trajectory of the garlic butter industry.
Yeah, you know what? We've really nailed that down. It's not often that I don't use the word pinnacle very often. And seldomly do we reach one in modernity, but garlic butter,
clearly, shining achievement.
Doesn't get any better.
What's better?
You have garlic and butter. What else could you need?
I'm literally thinking right now, and I can't come up with something better. Some garlic tallow. So I'm a tallow guy. I have a deep fryer in my kitchen right now, and it is filled with lard. I don't use seed oils. I don't use any of that. I'm an animal fat guy. All right.
That's what stuff's supposed to be fried in.
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna be honest with you, when it comes to just dipping and sipping, to have the garlic with melted butter.
Nick, you sipping garlic butter?
I'm sipping. I stay sipping.
I watched a dude drink a jar of olives the other day.
For real?
Yeah, it was the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What kind of olives?
I don't know. Green?
How do you not know?
I mean, they were green, but I don't know, like, the fucking mark, like the maker's mark of the jar of olives.
Were they Calamatas or Castelvetranos? Like, what are we talking here?
They were green, salty orbs suspended in
Fluid.
suspended in fluid.
Little back to tanks.
And my man Dawson uncorked it and just fucking
IRL.
Yeah, in my right next to me in my living room. Pulled a jar of olives out of a backpack and
what a gangster.
Chugged them down.
Guy from Emirates with garlic cream. Oh man, yeah, garlic cream sauce with some pasta. Forget about it.
I just imagined like garlicky half and half. Is that what we're talking?
Garlic is.
I've been known to produce some garlic cream.
Guy from B says I like to mix Carlified butter and
Clarified.
Carlified. Lard and bacon grease, 100%, 100. He keep it 100. You feel me? Yo, y'all keep it 100. You feel me? We fucking hard though. You feel me?
Lochnar. Isn't that what the fucking orb is called from Heavy Metal?
Yup. Big time.
I'm Team Lochnar.
Me too. Yeah.
Sneed oil.
Sneed oil. Do you understand that? You know what that means?
No.
You know about the what's that? The seed and feed?
No. Guy from V could have literally just told me he made it up and I would have believed it till the end of my days.
The meme about the Simpsons thing with the Chucks suck and fuck or whatever. No, it's like yeah, well, I can't remember what it is exactly.
Chuck suck and fuck.
It was the whole meme, yeah. Yeah, no, it's like something about seeds, and then it was like one of those memes that like evolved as like. Then there was a thing with Rashid Tlaib. Not Rashid Tlaib? What's that guy's name? The guy's like everything white supremacy.
I believe him.
Tariq Nasheed. He has this whole big conspiracy theory about buck breaking. Do you know what buck breaking is?
Does it involve deer?
No, it involves. His whole thing was that white people have a fetish about okay, how can I say this without it being like really gay and gross? It's so bizarre.
Say it.
Okay, so he has this thing that white people have a fetish for Negro pussy because back in the day, I guess he said that they used to like the slave owners would buck break the male slaves, like
fuck them.
Yeah, and they called it buck breaking.
So Ahmed Rashad has a theory, right? He's calling it a theory, right?
Yeah.
The Caucasian males have a secret kink for raping black men?
For chocolate pussy.
For the chocolate flavored starfish.
Yeah. So,
why is this like something everyone knows about?
Because we're a hive mind. The Necromunda is a hive mind.
I just stop by from time to time.
Yeah, we like it's. I've been at like different like not like events and hangouts with guys that are from the Necromunda, and that's just what I call.
You know what? Since we're on the topic, I'm gonna take a moment to discuss this.
Yeah.
You guys are like ridiculous.
What?
This whole like what I can only assume you're referring to as the Necromunda. How are you guys like why are you in constant contact with each other all the time?
We're a hive mind.
Why? I'm in all the chats that you guys are in. I don't post anything. I don't talk to anyone. I don't even fucking read them.
It's not even
Who
just.
has time? Where do you get your time from?
It's just a lot of it is they don't even read the chats. It's just we know through like.
What is your network?
It's morphic fields.
You feel how many times do you ask me? You bring up someone and you just like expect me to know who you expect me to know who they are, and I have no idea who you're talking about.
All the time.
All the time. I feel like I'm out of the loop.
So there's like
Emra says we are everywhere, Shane.
Yeah, we are.
I hope you personally are watching me sleep.
Slow broing.
Slow bro me.
So here's how the Necromunda is an underground complex of various nodes of networks that start just below the surface and go all the way down to the darkest, most deranged, mad voids of the Earth's deep crevices.
That was a really edgy way of saying that you guys just like talk to each other a lot.
Nah. So it's like Telegram, Twitter. I guess they used to use Facebook a little bit. You told me you found some hives on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
And all of those nodes are like connected.
Right.
So a guy that runs a meme page on Instagram is probably in a Telegram chat with a bunch of other spurgs, or like necromundists. And those guys, another one of those guys runs a page or a thing on Twitter and is friends with this person and this.
You guys are just fucking talking to each other.
It's just like a net. And what's funny about it,
I figured it out.
Is like
I'm not like reaching out to anyone.
When I mean, so there's plenty of guys like I'm not. Okay, I'm pretty social. I'm pretty.
You know what my like into the Necromunda is?
What's that?
You.
Yeah, it is.
You're my personal node. How do you feel about that?
I'll personalize your nodes.
I know.
God of me says, "Is this gay shadow run?" Yeah, it is.
Behind me right now. For a moment there, I thought I was going to feel some back shots.
A little drizzle in the back of your bald head.
You're a little disappointed now.
Yeah, that's how the Necromunda works, and it's just the way that it works is like when a meme.
Who named it the Necromunda?
Me,
because it's way too close to Fremunda.
I named it after the thing 40K.
It sounds like Fremunda cheese.
It kind of is. It's it's like
just to clarify to everyone, I am like I have very little of like a footprint on the internet. I don't delve into the depths of the web very often, so I'm pretty ignorant to a lot of the cybersphere, if you will.
Yeah.
Like the information I do acquire, I acquire from Dave, or in the like smaller isolated spheres that I do partake in online.
It's usually Bizarcast adjacent.
Bizarcast adjacent, or some other various places that I found. So I'm kind of out of the loop on a lot of stuff.
There's some pretty weird, like funny. So the Necromunda is simultaneously like the funniest, most interesting place, but also the most like deranged and retarded and schizo. So you get like there's like weird memes, there's funny stuff. But what's interesting about it is how quickly we you're right, we are fucking high five. You could, and what's funny is like in the Necromunda, there's all these different factions that like hate each other. Right? You got you got heathens, a lot of pagans. You got Christians, different factions of Christians. You got these political guys, those political guys, these social groups, these guys, and it's like all over the place. All these different like weird niche ideologies and groups and like networks of loyalty. It's fucking weird, dude. But when like a meme drops, that's like universally profound. Everybody.
It transcends conflict.
Yeah, and everybody assumes it immediately. Like you could take one of my enemies from the Necromunda and put him in the room with me, and we'll be like arguing in our lexicon, and you referencing things that are from that like subculture, and normal people have no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
You guys are like fucking illithids.
Mind flayers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird, but also fascinating in a strange way.
It is. It's pretty weird. And it's like the thing is, the problem is that as we delve deeper into hyperreality, that which is in the virtual space becomes more valuable to people than that which is in real life.
That is profoundly sad.
It is. It is. But it and because you think about it like this, for example. Think of a dollar note somewhere in the world that is worth more than a Bitcoin.
Like pretend?
No, like a real one.
Is there one?
No. One Bitcoin's worth like.
I didn't realize this was a trick question.
It's not a trick question.
I was like thinking about it.
It's like what's that called? A leading question or
Okay.
whatever. A Bitcoin's what is it, like $30,000 is one?
Yeah.
What is a Bitcoin? It's fucking nothing.
Yeah.
It's completely fabricated. It's like a virtual freaking token that the only thing that like creates its value is the rarity, is aggregate supply and demand. It's like the rarity of the circulation. It's like that's it. It's not a real thing.
So how does a Bitcoin come into existence?
They do what's called blockchain mining.
I immediately have decided I don't want to get into this.
Yeah, it's so another thing. You know what NFT is? Have you heard this NFT?
Non-fungible
token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Nobody
Pictures, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Pictures, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He's right. He's right. Things can only get faker and gayer. So yeah, NFTs, right? Non-fungible token. It is a fucking JPEG that you pay money for, a image file.
Why?
Just another fabricated thing. Outside of like super rare, like the top 0.01% of paintings in the world that are worth tens of thousands or even millions of dollars. Think of like an art piece a physical art piece that people are clamoring for, like they are for NFTs.
Where do you even buy one?
Huh?
Where do you even buy one?
Lots of places.
Like where?
There's places.
Like eBay?
Nah, there's like NFT places.
But why?
Think about here's another thing. News. Look at the coup, right? How much of what was going on in reality was being actively denied because people were believing what they were seeing on the news?
A lot.
All of it.
Yeah.
It was like completely it was like a meme that people thought was real. It was like the equivalent of, now people were getting sick. I got sick. People got sick. It was probably a real nasty. It was like a nasty flu. They probably did engineer a nasty flu and released it. Right?
Yeah.
That probably did happen. But they're showing the news of stacks of bodies and all these hazmat suits, like the scary part in E.T. and all this crazy stuff that was going on, and the thing with the vaccine. There's people literally saying that they should put people that aren't vaccinated in camps and kill them, and accusing them of being genocidal, and it was nuts. It was nuts. You know why? Why? Because that which they see in the virtual space is truer than what they see with their eyes in meat space.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dab! Take it easy.
That was the sounds that come out of a grown man.
No, he's doing that. He's making. He does that. He goes in. My middle son goes into the bathroom by himself and makes fart noises and laughs at them.
Based.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the whole.
It's a neat little community you guys got. That's for sure.
Definitely interesting, weird, and entertaining.
You guys are like a cyber brain almost. Just little neurons passing information back and forth to each other.
It is pretty funny and actually efficient how quickly these memes and everything. I could a lot of times I'll be in a situation where I got guys that are kind of based that I know from the Necromunda, and then people that aren't, and we'll just get comfortable, start talking, and that people are I can see their eyes glazing over, no idea what we're talking about. Because we got in jokes and tribal language. Tribal language is what it really is. Right? Everybody has tribal language.
Right.
It's human instinct to do that, to establish tribal. We have tribal language. I mean, we have little inside jokes and little things that we say, and referencing things that happened. And it's how you bond, right? It's how you signal in group.
Yeah, I understand tribal language.
Yeah, that's all that it is. It's just virtual.
What tarantulas? Guy from Washington.
Mr. Beastmaster. The tarantulas. I don't know that one. I guess the Necromunda has.
Would you hold a tarantula?
No.
If someone had a pet tarantula?
No.
What if it was completely docile?
No.
You wouldn't just try it?
No.
What if it was the coolest thing ever?
It's not. It's a big ass fucking spider.
Yeah, but they're pretty chill.
I don't care.
Even if it bit you, it's not gonna fuck you up or nothing.
I don't care.
See, I have this theory that it's not really a theory, it's just an opinion. That larger spiders are less creepy than small spiders. The smaller the spider, the creepier it is.
So I had a friend. I had a friend who was like a psycho, like collector of weird pets. He worked at a pet store. He had an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment, and his entire living room plus his spare bedroom were like aquariums and terrariums and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he had some pretty freaky creatures. He had like one of those like hideous giant centipedes that are like.
Yeah, see, fuck that. I draw a line somewhere.
Every time he would try to feed this thing, it would try to lunge out of the thing at him.
Yeah, they're assholes.
And he would just laugh. He'd like open it up and go, try to get out at him and bite him. And he's like, just had to throw it in, close it real quick. That's how aggressive this thing was. I was like, what happens if this thing bites you? He's like, oh, I'm dead. He's like, I'll be dead before the ambulance gets here. And he had this, I don't know, I forget what kind of tarantula. It was the biggest tarantula that you can domestically own in the United States. That's what he told me. I can't remember what the species was. It was fucking huge. It was like literally it's like you're like, oh, this you know in your head tarantulas are big. If you saw this thing, even if you're not like a scared of spiders guy, you're
scared of this one.
Man, I don't know. It's scary. Like I forget. Whoa.
I'm gonna go to the pet store and get a tarantula, and the next time I'm over, I'm gonna let it loose in your house secretly.
So he's like, yo, hold it. And he's like, thought it was funny. He's gonna try to put it on me. So, do you put that thing on me? I will kill it. I will huck that thing and stomp on it. I don't care if it has fangs or not or whatever it is. I want that thing away from me.
Yeah.
If it touches me, so you touch me with any of your creatures, I will kill it. It will die.
Was he just about like insects and arachnids?
No, he had freaking.
How do you feel about snakes?
I hate snakes.
Why?
I absolutely hate snakes.
They're so cool.
They're hideous monstrosities.
Why?
I despise snakes.
They're not hideous monstrosities. They're just simple. They're just the long tube.
They don't have they don't have hair. They freaking don't have dicks.
They're fucking mammals or reptiles.
Yeah, I hate reptiles.
You know, like there's not a single reptile that you like?
0.
0? Is that us?
Oh shit, hold up.
We're still chilling low?
Yeah.
Shit.
Sorry about that, boys.
So
yeah.
You don't like any reptiles?
None.
Komodo dragon.
Are you crazy? Nobody likes them.
Gila monster.
No, that's like they're poisonous.
So are Komodo dragons.
No, they just have disease in their mouths from like poop and rotten flesh and.
You have enough disease in your mouth, you become venomous.
Komodo dragon is a like man-eating monster.
Bitch, I'll punch a Komodo dragon in the mouth. Probably not, because if I punch its teeth, I'm gonna die.
If I even heard a Komodo dragon was anywhere near me, I would shoot it from afar.
Yeah, but think like how cool it would be to tell your grandkids that you like killed a Komodo dragon with your bare hands in like one-on-one combat.
Like even if I could do that, I wouldn't want to touch it. I would still prefer to shoot it. I don't like them. I don't like reptiles. They gross me out. I'm not like phobic or whatever.
Do you like turtles?
Not really.
Turtles are amphibians, right?
No.
Am I correct about that?
Reptiles, aren't they?
Are they reptiles?
Yeah, turtles are okay.
Salamanders are.
So here's the deal. It's like a turtle. I'm cool with turtles. Like turtles are cool. But I would prefer not to like touch them. Pick them up and handle them.
Really?
Yeah.
I picked up a turtle once and it like fully relieved itself all over my hand on multiple occasions. This has happened because see, I'm the exact opposite. If I see a turtle, I have to pick it up, just because I can't not. It's super slow, and I mean it's a turtle. Turtles are cool. I can't believe you don't like snakes. What?
I hate snakes.
You're just not an animal guy.
I don't really
I don't
like
think
animals.
you fucking like mammals.
I don't.
You like marsupials?
I like animals. Like I like watching videos with animals and stuff like that. And I like going to the zoo. And I like them. I just don't want to touch them and be friend. I don't want to be friends with them.
I like animals. I like interacting with them. I like hunting them.
So here's the deal. It's like I grew up kind of in the country where we had animals that we would eat. And we had like chickens and stuff like that.
Yeah, you like kept different pens with different animals. Like those chickens are for eating and those ones are for fucking. Country life.
And like snapping turtles, we would catch them and butcher them and cook them in soup. And we went deer hunting. So we had pet dogs and stuff, but like this whole like animal love, animal rights stuff. Dude, I grew up knowing that animals will attack you and that they're not friendly. And animals are food.
Animals are food, but not all animals are going to attack you.
Most will.
No, they won't. Most are smaller than you and probably far more scared of you than anything. I mean, yeah, if you fuck with it, it's probably going to attack you because it's terrified.
Dude, groundhogs will attack you.
Yeah, it's because groundhogs are dickheads.
Bobcats will attack you.
Bobcats are predators.
Bears will attack you.
Also predators.
Deer will
and
attack you.
More often than not, bears will run away from you. Unless it's a grizzly, which is still likely to run away from you.
Most in the state of Pennsylvania, most deaths from animal attacks are from white-tailed deer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, deer will
By
fuck
a
you
lot.
up. Yeah, they'll fuck you
They're
up.
powerful.
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
why would I be nice to those jerks?
Oh, I'm not saying you don't have to be nice to a deer. I almost killed a deer with a knife one time. That's a different story. Yeah, it would have been like the most epic shit I've ever done in my life. Marlon Brando and Matthew Broderick. Another famous pair of mages.
He's just like naming movies. What is that? Is that a movie that did that get mentioned? Did somebody reference that? Guy from B says I threw firecrackers at garter snakes. Yeah,
pretty cool, bub.
Yeah, I don't like saying, especially water snakes.
I don't like anything that really has to do with the water. I don't like shit that lives in the water. I don't like being in the water. I don't like the possibility of what could be in the water. I'm just not about the water. I don't like the fucking plants that are in there. I don't like it.
I love seafood.
And it's all sandy. You get like sand up in your crevices.
I'm a seafood guy.
You got gritty. You got like a gritty cranny by the end of the day at the lake. Seafood's okay. I don't mind seafood. I'll eat it.
I thought you weren't a seafood guy.
I don't like shrimp because they're bugs.
Shrimp are decent.
No, they're not.
They're not like high on the list, but they're good.
They're survival food.
Like luxury food.
And a lot of people are going to like this. I don't care for lobster.
That's weird.
It's just big bug.
Crabs.
Crab's all right. I like crab.
What about eel?
Rubbery.
Octopus.
No. You know my stance is on octopus.
Oh yeah, you think they're humans?
They are. I think they're humans. I don't think they're humans. Okay, that makes me sound a little off kilter. I think that they had the possibility to evolve on land into a superior intelligent species.
But they didn't.
But they didn't. But they're still really smart.
So now fuck around, find out, get eaten.
I mean, that's their like everyday life anyway.
They fucked up. Now they can get ate.
Yeah? All right, nigga, you watch. I'm gonna start evolving octopus on my end. And in about 100,000 years, guess what? You're fucked.
You got a new waifu.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna be on death's door at the end of your life, and I'm gonna come and fucking freeze you. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna wake up a couple million years later, you're Octopian overlords.
Octopian. I love that word. I think one of my favorite words.
Water is the feminine chaos. Tiamat chaos dragon. Feminine is the yin.
Ah, so tiny.
Right, baby. Saltwater crawdad.
Yeah, I'll take a saltwater crawdad all day.
I'm like fucking with how all over the place this chat is right now. What do you mean by the feminine chaos, as opposed to what would you call the masculine chaos?
Fire.
I feel like I should have seen that.
That's like alchemy stuff.
Alchemy stuff. I've been getting into alchemy lately. That's a different conversation. And just out of curiosity, more than anything.
Would you get into regular cami?
I'm just wondering why he chose to put it next to Tiamat.
He says Yang is charge.
I went to school with a Yang.
Yang Sagoff.
Get out of your own fucking house.
Who, me?
Yeah, it was so bad. That was so bad.
Oh, good. Yang Gang. Yang is the will to power side of nature. I don't know, Luke. You're getting on some.
Yang is the Will Smith of nature.
It's like a baby toy underneath me firing. I'm like,
Oh, that's the dick box.
dick box?
Yeah, that's the thing I drew a massive hog on.
Yeah. This thing, it's like kind of cool.
It gives you the tism, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I got the tism that'll make you jism.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. You like move the schmutz around.
Well, show them what the fuck you're playing with so they know what you're talking about. Oh, you guys can't really appreciate it. It's like it lights up. It lights up and it like it does the things. That's see.
Got like some schmutz underneath the screen. So when you
Tiamat was a dragon.
Tiamat is a dragon.
Tiamat is a many-headed dragon.
Look, don't make me break out my monster manual, bud.
Yeah, listen, guy.
Listen, fucking Luke. You're Tiamat. I'll show you a dragon. What?
I'll show you my dragon.
Dragon these nuts.
I got serpent you can behold.
Yeah.
It's scaly.
Yeah. Oh, my beautiful.
Vermithrax pejorative. That's a nice asterisk you made there, Bob. You're going to be an artist when you grow up. You guys like this kind of laid back bro sesh?
Sesh.
You guys want more of these little hangouts? Maybe we watch some movies or short film.
Some za.
Play some games.
Yeah.
Touch tips.
You guys trying to have sex with some za.
You guys want to have sex with some za?
Have sex with my pa.
Jam sesh, yeah.
Yeah, yo. I'll jam. Nigga, I'll jam with you. Yeah, I got my gate fill right here, boy. Yeah, okay.
On her period.
Yeah.
What do female dragons like evacuate? What do they purge from their bodies on their periods?
Milk.
Yeah, like a mealy milk.
It's like a lactate paste.
Like a thin, milky film.
To the top of homemade pudding.
Tapas. What are tapas?
Pudding skin. Yeah,
is that like
you never had homemade pudding? Got the skin on top?
Nope.
Really?
I thought you were calling me pudding skin.
No. Russ says egg junks.
Egg jugs. Guy from V with your spider pusses. I actually homebrewed 5e creature that is exactly that.
Octopider.
It's called an arachnopod.
I like that. That's a good one. Nah.
We'll do more of these little fuckabouts with the boys.
Yeah, they do. I see these guys on YouTube. They or like Twitch or whatever. They'll just like sit and hang out and like as the live stream's going, and just like they'll just like watch the chat. They got like no format or nothing to talk about.
That's what we should do. We just lounge. Look. Let the content unfold.
Is that just the key to success? Is just less effort.
Yeah, basically. It's crazy, but it actually is.
You're kidding about the period, but Tiamat was a bit of a boss girl.
This BTFO me.
They've blown the fuck out. Needs to be blown the fuck out back into the kitchen. Nah, Tiamat is.
I knew a chick that needed to be blown the fuck out. If I lean back in this chair, I fade out of existence.
You will fall in that chair. That chair has not been able to.
You don't fucking know.
Withstand my girth.
Yeah, but what about my girth?
You don't got much girth anymore, but
that's why this chair could stand it.
You're a skinny boy now.
I'm getting there. I'm not there yet.
You were a fat guy, now you're a skinny guy.
I was a fat guy. No, I'm not.
We traded places.
You absorbed my meat. Not the first time.
Yeah, I'm the fat guy. You're the skinny guy. It's fucking weird to me.
You think? Hold on. You think I was the fat guy before?
You were the fat guy.
You think I was the fat guy before?
There were a couple guys that were fatter, but
we were the fat guys.
I was not fat.
We were collectively the fat guys.
Like up until a couple years ago, I was never fat. I've never been fat.
That's true. I have pictures of you when you were really thin. You know, you remember those pictures you posed for me?
No.
The ones you told me never to show my lineup.
No, I got real skinny those few years. Well, even before that, I was never like a fat guy. I've never in my life was a fat guy. Now I'm a fat guy. Fucking terrible. Fucking.
Let's take care of it, Bob.
You look like you're about to slow bro me. You just like.
You are forever under threat of the slow bro. You explain slow bro to the other chat, not this one. They don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
So slow bro is sometimes Shane, when you're not paying attention, curls his hand and gives you like a slow, like make believe. He like pretends to jerk you off, real slow and weird. It's real gay.
And it's only funny when they don't know you're doing it, and they eventually look down and realize that for an indeterminate period of time, I've been slowly jerking them off.
Yeah.
It's the best when like we're in a room with other people and they know I'm doing it, but the person I'm doing it to doesn't know, and they don't say anything.
Yeah. And the best is when he does it to people that don't have a gross sense of humor.
Or people that haven't experienced it yet know it's a thing I do.
The slow bro.
Yeah, if you meet me in person, you're subject to get slow broed.
You will get slow bro.
You will.
Not even the subject.
You will become the subject of a slow bro.
Yeah, I'll sub these jacks. Yeah, that's the end of that chair.
I don't.
I was gonna help you, but I didn't. Yeah, imagine being me. Like when
I don't know how I'm gonna.
Hold up.
No, I'll figure it out. Get the fuck out of here. All is well. You know what's funny is that we were just talking about whether it could sustain my girth or not. Guys, we learned it cannot. Yeah, for sure.
You totaled my chair, bud. It's done.
Use your girth to fix it again.
You turn off the camera because this is like.
Hold on, Dave's gonna pound it into submission.
I turn off the camera because you know, like I'm like I'm going like buttward down. You're standing behind me. Somebody get a clip of that.
Thanks, Bob.
You're welcome.
Your chair sucks.
You probably should not think about it. You lean back. That chair's done now. I'm gonna sit in that tomorrow morning. It's gonna break it. I'm gonna hit my head.
Because you see like my legs flailing wildly as I attempted to get up on camera. Because when I go back and watch this, I want to see that. Hard biffed it.
Nah, we're coming up on 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours.
Yeah, let's close this out.
All right, boys. Looks like we're calling it a night.
Go buy books.
These couple of savory lads are signing off.
All right, folks. Ooh, yeah.